Hey, welcome back to Toy Foolery, and today we're checking out the Guyver reissue from Figma. Hopefully this toy is worth the money. And here we have the Guyver from Figma. I'm a huge fan of the Guyver. Oddly enough, my introduction to the Guyver was not the manga or the anime. It was actually the horrible Mark Hamill fake Jim Carrey character who was Sean, who was supposed to be Sho. That was my introduction. When I became a teenager and much older, I was able to see the FOV video, and then actually got to watch the anime, and I was enamored by this character. Obviously, this is not from the movie. I wish someone would make the movie figure, but this is the Figma toy, and this is the second Figma toy. And in fact, this is saying, it says Guyver 1 Ultimate Edition, so I guess they're giving us more stuff to go with a toy that we already got to make it worth our while. So far, the only thing that I know that's different from this set and the previous set is that the it might actually have, instead of having one piece for two separate pieces for the chest, it might actually be one piece for the chest, and then it gave us this head, but we'll see when we get to that. But before we do that, let's see if this box is better than your mom's. On the front, we get a cool photo of the Guyver 1 unit. Good job from Figma. Nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom, nothing on this side. And then we get on the back, we get some photos of the Guyver 1 showing his cannon in his chest, fully exposed cannon, Sho with the Guyver unit damage or reforming around his face, which is really cool. Same photo, different lighting, and the Guyver unit landing, and then everything that's in the box. So it makes me think that they decided to go with one piece instead of two pieces for the chest this time. And then that was the sleeve, and inside we get more photos of Guyver 1 from different angles, showing him use his air cannon, his gravity blast up here. More same photo, just one cropped in. That's a cool shot from the anime, which is cool. We get to see the Guyver 1 unit on this side. Another photo, good photo. Another cool photo, which I think some of these are just reused. This is the same photo here, and this is the same photo here. So they kind of they got like 5 good shots, and they decided to use it as a promotion, which is fine. Not really, but is this box better than your mom's? I'm going to give you a pass just on this piece of artwork alone. This kind of makes it worthwhile. This is super cool. I really like this piece. I'm pretty sure this is from the manga and not the anime, but really cool looking artwork of the Guyver 1 unit. And then at least they gave us photos, even though they gave us the same photos multiple times from some cropped in different angles. Yeah, that's what we get. Decent box. Not your mom doesn't beat it out. The box is not the greatest. Like I said, I wish it was more than one shots, or just don't have the same shot all over the place. It's kind of lazy. Just put the shots on the back, put more pictures of the manga or the anime all over, would make it better. But let's crack this baby open and see.
Oh, what's in the box?
So in the box we get Guyver 1 looking really, really good. We also get the Guyver 1 unit fully composed, which looks really good. We get the Sho face, which is super good. I like the detail that went into his face. We'll talk about that later. I broke one of the pegs for the hand, and it took a lot of effort to get out, but we also get 4 sets of hands, karate slicing hands, hands open, gripping hands so that he can open his chest cannon, and some semi-open hands for holding stuff. We get his vibro blades. So high frequency blades. I'm not going to say vibro blades. It's high frequency. I've been playing Star Wars KOTOR again for like the 18th billion time. So vibro blades are on my mind. But high frequency blades for him as well. And that is it. Mills wouldn't have shot you. The Guyver unit's not supposed to have a lot of accessories. It would have been cool. We had some like blast effects for his chest cannon. Oh, and we also have a stand, but you only need stands for like some super dynamic poses. This thing can do it itself. But speaking of, before we get into that, let's check out the design on this guy. So looking at the Guyver unit, there is some really good detail that went into this unit. And we're not going to use my big clunky finger, but we do have this now for help. If you look, there's some really good design on the upper sensors on his head, as well as the control unit. The control metal in the middle of his head looks really good. You look at small details like in how the high frequency blades connect and how they look on the body. That looks really good as well. Slide into place. Oh, they slide in and out, which makes it a little bit easier to handle, which is really good. Look at the detail that went into the organic portions of the armor. That's really cool. I still have plastic because I'm really bad at taking out plastic, but I have tweezers now, so hooray. Tweezers make everything easier.
A few moments later.
Here we go. Really good detail on the control metal, the gravity metal in the waist. That looks really good. His joints are a little loose, so it gives pain in the butt, but good parts on the bio parts of the biomechanical, as well as you look at the detail on his butt. Really good detail here in the biomechanical, and the armor itself is a great looking shade of green. This is just a good looking toy all around. They did a phenomenal job with this one. Just even the small details around the control metal and his face make this thing just infinitely better than what it was originally. This is a way better figure than it was the original one. In fact, let's get the other one and compare the two, because I still have that one. So here we have Guyver 1, the original Figma, and Guyver 1, the new Figma. And the difference is almost night and day in many regards, right? So one of the bigger things, and this is going to be crazy, but size matters. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? But as you can see, the new Ultimate, and everything's Ultimate nowadays, the new Ultimate Guyver is infinitely larger than the original one by a lot. Just leaps and bounds bigger. And even in that its size, I guess it being bigger, they were able to do a little bit more in details, especially like in areas around here, which it looks a little bunched up. But the rest of it is basically the same. Also, the coloring on this one is a duller plastic, while this one has a lot of gloss to it. The other big difference between the two is that this piece is removable. And I don't want you to fall, so you're going to fall, aren't you? You're going to fall. You fell. This piece is removable. 1 second. The chest piece is removable, so that instead of having one piece with the bio cannon on it, you have two pieces, so that you can have just a regular chest that makes it closer to the body than this, which makes a difference in the size of the unit. So if this is not on it, the body is a little bit bulkier, and it looks like he has like a bra on, where this one fits his body so well, and it might be because it's scaled up. So when you open up and this is why we have tweezers now, because sometimes you need to find motor skills. it's actually part of the body. And because it's bigger, they were able to actually sculpt in the design of the cannon into the body versus it just being clear plastic on the smaller one. And I will show you. So on the smaller unit, it's blue, but it doesn't, it's a silver inside, but it's not the same kind of yellow blast that you see with the bigger unit. So overall, way better design than the original, even though I do love the original. I can't deny that this is a better design toy. But let's see if this new guy can squat. So this new guy obviously can squat. The only issue that you're going to see with him posing is that his shoulder is slightly hindered by his shoulder pad. So he only can go up so high. But other than that, it does rotate out the way. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, that was something that the old toy did. It actually gave itself room so that it could get his arm up. And this is still getting 90, but the other one actually could go a little bit above it. The old one. Right? So it does get out the way a little bit and forms back into the body to get closer. He does have double jointed elbows, which you cannot see because they do a good job with that. Look at that. Look at that elbow hinge. Lovely. Butterfly joint, but it doesn't give you much range because of the armor, but that's fine. He can kick up super high. He can kick your nose while standing, which is very apropos for the character. So that's really good. He does have double jointed knees. Look at that knee movement. Good swivel. He has lower diaphragm motion, upper diaphragm. So not only does he have in two spots. Oh no, that's not a lower diaphragm. That is a hinge in the lower diaphragm. That's super smart. And they give him a hip twist so he can get into super good poses. And he has my favorite thing on earth, toe articulation. So can this thing squat? Abso-freaking-lutely. Not even a question. Squatting position. Easy squat for him. He can get into it because of how his body is built. He can even get into a deeper squat. And I just broke his high frequency blade, but that's fine. He can even get into a deeper squat. And can he do superhero landing? Let's put this back on. And the answer is super obvious, and can he superhero land? The answer is pretty obvious. Abso-freaking-lutely. Look at that body. He is able to get, look at that body. I work out. He is obviously able to get into superhero landing. The only problem that I see with his articulation is his head does not allow him to look up much. He can look up so much. He can look down so much, but he cannot look up beyond that. It's part of the way they sculpted the neck connecting to the body. So he can look up. He only gets so much range on it. And that's fine. Like I said, I think the only other thing that I would have liked is for his fin to move, but that's something that we saw more in the movie than maybe someone will do a movie version of this, which would be super cool. Also meant to mention he does have a upper thigh cut and he does have drop hips. He has ultimate and yeah, he has the ultimate amount of range so that you can get him into all kinds of poses and be happy with what you get with him. If I knock down his lens again, I'm going to throw it in the trash. Let's talk money. So the Guyver unit is going for like $130, I believe, on Big Bag Toy Store. You probably can import it for cheaper, but unless you're getting a bunch of other stuff with it, you're gonna end up paying that much in freight. So it's a toss-up. The question is it worth it? The money, the upgrade itself, because I think I paid like $60 about a decade ago for the original Guyver toy that I have. This is definitely the ultimate version of it. bigger in scale, better articulation, except for the shoulders. The toy handles better. The way the high frequency blades attached to the body is better. Everything about this is better, and they give us an alternate face. Let's see how that comes off. Pull from the bottom, maybe. Yeah, pull from the bottom. New face goes on. Yeah, Figma did a really good job with this Guyver unit. Hopefully they redo Guyver 3 and they do Guyver 2, the female version and the yellow version. Guyver 3 you can get but you can get a bootleg version on AliExpress, which is the one that I bought because I just really like the design on Guyver 3. Had a lot of missing things, and clearly it does not scale well with this new ultimate version of it, so it scales well with the original one. Hopefully we get an ultimate version of that and 2, because 2 is even hard to get even on bootleg. They've charged crazy prices, so totally worth it. Let's review everything. So let's go over the Guyver Ultimate Edition from Figma. The box, blah, not that good, but it's pretty decent, but it could have been way better. And the accessories in that box were, woo, mind-blowing. So pretty good, pretty good. Then we're going to look at the design, and design on this is not only does it look like the Guyver, but it is phenomenal, and it is way better than the original toy. Ability to squat, and this thing can not only squat, but it can superhero land and do all the poses that you need. And the price, a little pricey, but it is totally worth it if you're a fan of the Guyver. And for my final score, I'm going to give this thing an 8 out of 8. This is a phenomenal toy and a great successor to the toy Guyver toy that you had before. If you don't have it, go get it now. Now. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.